Hey guys, so here we are with the question second of the exercise 1.3 of the chapter real numbers. So the question second is prove that 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational. Now as we know, whenever such questions arise, we solve it by using contradiction method. So here first we will assume that 3 plus 2 root 5 is rational. So assuming it to be the rational number, as we have learnt in question first, that it can be represented in the form p by q, that is 3 plus 2 root 5 is equals to p by q, where p and q are some integers and are also co-prime numbers. That is, for the numbers to be rational, it can be represented in the form p by q such that p and q belongs to integers and HCF of p and q is equals to 1, which is a condition for the numbers to be co-prime. So, if we have supposed that the 3 plus 2 root 5 is rational, then 3 plus 2 root 5 will definitely be represented in the form p by q. And now taking 2 root 5, or we can say taking 3 to the right hand side, then 2 root 5 will be equal to p by q minus 3. Now taking the LCM, in the numerator we will obtain p minus 3q. And as we know, 2 plus p minus 3q is some integer and q is also some integer, then this is the form of integer divided by some integer. Or we can write that root 5 is equals to p minus 3q divided by 2q. Here also we can say that p minus 3q is an integer. Why it's an integer? Because q is some integer, p is some integer, and the arithmetic subtraction, addition and multiplication on any integer will form some integer. Let this be integer, say p1. And 2 into q is also some integer, as q and 2 both are integers. So in the denominator we will obtain an integer. Let this be q1. So root 5 is equals to integer divided by integer, or we can say p1 divided by q1. But we have done in the previous question that root 5 is irrational number. Remember? And the form which right hand side takes is of the rational number form. As we know, integer divided by integer is rational number. But we can't say directly a rational number by seeing the integer divided by integer form. Why so? Because the other condition for the numbers to be rational is that HCF of p and q should be equal to 1. But we don't know in this case whether or no their HCF will be equal to 1 or no. So we can't say this right hand side also a rational number, as we don't know, or we can say we are not confirmed that the HCF will be equal to 1. So it will result into some irrational quantity. Or taking the other way around, we can say 2 root 5 plus 3 is irrational number. Why so? Because all this derivation, that is root 5 is equal to integer by integer, or we can say as root 5 is irrational quantity, has been derived by simplifying the number 3 plus 2 root 5 only. So it will in return means that 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational number. So this was all about the question second of the exercise 1.3. I hope this question is clear to all of you.